This is a Castle 2028 motor. And it has 8 gauge wires, 800 kV, the brand new one that just came out from Castle. This thing is enormous. Look at the size of that hog. Holy shit. It is big. The 8mm shaft. Look at the size of that thing. The biggest RC motor I've ever held in my life. And honestly, the motor itself literally weighs at least 3 pounds. Not even kidding. Like at least 3 pounds. It's rated at 12 horsepower, 12S LiPo capable. This is my 46 tooth spur gear from Kershaw Designs. Hardened steel. Very nice. Mod 1 pitch on the gears. This is a 48 tooth pinion gear, the biggest pinion gear I've ever seen. Also from Kershaw Designs. Very nice. This is the truck right here that I'm doing it on. It's a beast. This thing is a monster. I love this truck. It is awesome. It's one of the funnest RCs I've ever had in my life. And I'm not gonna lie, I got the second generation of the 6S with the fusible link in the ESC. I never had a problem with the ESC. I never had a problem with the stock diffs or the axle pins breaking on the stub axles. I broke 2 shock shafts. That was my own fault. I've never had the tires blow out on me like everyone says. It's actually been a very, very, very good truck, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I beat the shit out of it. So, I got 8mm shock shaft upgrade, aluminum shock caps. The bottom of the caps are aluminum, custom made shock covers from my grandma, which I love. I think they look awesome. I got the blue colored X Maxx, obviously. And I got the 2028 fan on the stock 1600 motor, which I've also been running 8S on. And honestly, that motor does just fine. It doesn't seize at all. I got all kinds of upgrades. Ceramic bearing, full kit from Boca Bearing. I got the XLX ESC with cat pack on it right there. It's a cat pack. It's the better version. I don't know why anyone would get one without, you know. But they make them both ways, without it and with it. RPM arms, honestly, I don't think they're that good. I'm a giant RPM fan. They make great products. It's just on my X Maxx, I've broken 3 A-arms in the front, the lower ones. I have never broken a top one. So I have the stock A-arms in the front right now in my truck. I got the spiral cut diff gears in this truck right now. Front and back. Never had a problem with them. I never had a problem with the stock ones. I just changed them out just to say I did the upgrade. I got the 8S wheelie bar in the back there. And the RPM rear skid plate. I got the outerwear or Dusty Motors cover. What else do I got done on this thing? So much stuff I did to this truck. I can't even remember all the upgrades I did to it. The steel, hot racing steel gears for the stock Traxxas steering servo on the X Maxx. I don't know. I got the Proline tires, obviously, which I did the, you know, those bead locks. I dyed them dark navy blue, the RIT dye, and then I also did these bolts right there, stainless steel, 160 of them for all 4. So, kind of a lot. I have not did the 8S upgrade kit on this truck. It still has the slipper clutch spur gear in it and the slipper clutch bulkhead, you know, and the 6S axles. And I'm about ready to put this monster, this behemoth right here, jumbo, in the back of this hog. Look at the size of that hog. It's going to take up half the truck, literally. I'm just so excited I can't stand it. So, you know, in this truck, it popped wheelies. I have 1954 in there right now, is the gearing. I'm running, and it's a wheelie popper from hell. So this motor's never gave me problems. It's never, you know, acted weird, anything. I got this Castle fan right from the get-go, the start. When I very first bought this truck, I completely tore it apart. I never looked at the manual to show how all the stuff was going back together. I just took it all apart and then reassembled it. I just took my time taking it apart because I learned by vision, like by looking at stuff. This is how I learn. I'm a hands-on learner, I guess you could say. So this is just a quick overview on my truck. I just kind of wanted to show everyone kind of what I'm doing, or what have I done to my X Maxx. I haven't really made any videos of this truck, but I think, in my opinion, yes, the truck does need money to be put into it. Even the 8S version. I know a couple guys that have the 8S version. They've had a couple issues with them too. So, the truck does need some upgrades, in my opinion. It really does. It's a great truck. It really is. It's tougher than hell, but I seriously think it needs some upgrades. Like, for example, do the bigger shock shaft upgrade or better shock shafts, even the stock size. They'd be great. The shocks soak up anything. I'm running 42.2 weight all the way around, four corners, and it's perfect. If you bleed the shocks correctly, it's perfect. A lot of people really don't bleed them right. They don't take the extra few minutes to really make absolutely sure all the air bubbles are out of the body completely. So I'll let them sit for 2 hours just to absolutely make sure, and I move the shock up and down all the way to the top, all the way to the bottom extremely slowly, and I do that at least 12 times or more just to make absolutely sure that when the shock's in motion, I don't have any air bubbles. And I've never had any shock leakage either with my stock 6S. I put the Sen Racing hinge pins on here in the front, the 4mm by 56mm. And you can also go to like Ace Hardware or any hardware store and get 4mm by 56mm long bolts and just stick them through there, and they work great. That's actually what I originally did, but since I'm kind of a nerd and like to make things look as perfectly as possible and as correctly as possible, not like, you kind of went half-assed and went to part store and made it work type deal. I did the Sen Racing pens, and they look a little cleaner, in my opinion. And I can't really think of anything else I did at the moment. I know there's a whole bunch more that I can't think of right now. But I'll get back to you on another video. Thanks for watching.